What's good, y'all? I'm back again with another reaction, man. Hope y'all ready to tune in, tap in, man. Y'all go check out my other channel, and I'll link it in the description. And we gonna get straight to it. Let's get into it. Life is Not a Journey by Alan Watts. Alan Watts, one of my favorite spiritual teachers. So let's see what he got to say. And we got school doing it. I'll mess with school. After school, they always gonna bring that heat. Let's go.
That existence, the physical universe, is basically playful. There is no necessity for it whatsoever.
It's an interesting take because it's like we assign the universe human traits, like as if it has a birth and a death, but that's just based on our own life, and everything is relative to a human because that's what we compare it to, because this is, but that's just an interesting take. I like it though.
It isn't going anywhere. That is to say, it doesn't
I think I know.
have some destination that it ought to arrive at. But that it is best understood by analogy with music.
Yeah.
Because music, as an art form, is essentially playful. We say you play the piano. You don't work the piano. Why? Music differs from, say, travel. When you travel, you are trying to get somewhere. One doesn't...
I think I see where this is going. I love that analogy because you don't even think about it like that. Like, you don't go to listen to music to hear the end of the song. I mean, you might be, looking forward to the end of the song. That may be your favorite part, but you're listening to music, for the present moment, for the song. You're not waiting for it to end, but as in traveling, and I made a TikTok about this before, when you're driving, everybody's constantly trying to get somewhere. Nobody's at the destination that they're at, unless they're just driving to drive, right? But people driving are constantly always en route to a destination, always on the way, instead of just being where you are. And that sums up life and a lot of things that I love to talk about as well, because we think that we'll arrive at a certain point in life and then feel fulfilled, but I'm learning that the whole life is fulfilling. The journey is the destination. One of my favorite quotes.
Make the end of a composition the point of the composition. If that were so, the best conductors would be those who played fastest. And there would be composers who wrote only finales. People go to concert just to hear one crashing chord.
That's a beautiful example and analogy. Like, you're not and there's so many different things that are like that. You're not doing them to get them done. You're doing them for the doing.
That's the end. Same way in dancing. You don't aim at a particular spot in the room. That's where you should arrive. The whole point of the dancing is the dance. Now, but we don't see that as something brought by our education into our everyday conduct. We've got a system of schooling which gives a complete...
And we all limited to be workers and not think outside of the box. We know I don't even really got to go into the bogustry of the school system.
Different impression. It's all graded. And what we do is we put the child into the corridor of this grade system with a kind of, come on, kitty, kitty, kitty. And yeah, you go to kindergarten, and that's a great thing, because when you finish that, you'll get into first grade.
And then you work a job and it's like, where is the destination? You're constantly on the way. You're trying to get to a point where you don't have to do any of these things. And when you go through this system of college, work a job, it's kind of hard to get out of that because you're in a fixed salary. So you have to step outside of the box and do other things and develop high income skills and use your creativity, because it's getting squeezed out of us, as you see.
And then come on, first grade leads to second grade, and so on, and then you get out of grade school, and you've got high school, and it's revving up, the thing is coming. Then you're going to go to college, and by Jove, then you get into graduate school, and when you're through with graduate school, you go out to join the world. And then you get into some racket where you're selling.
Man, this is so relevant, and in a lot of the things I talk about, I feel this so deeply. It's like we're constantly always waiting for something, waiting for the next thing, waiting for the next person, waiting for the next big event. But life is the big event. You're here. It's already here. It's here. You know what I'm saying? It's not the thing that's coming. It's life. Life is here, and you're here. So enjoy it.
Insurance. And they've got that quota to make. And you're going to make that. And all the time, the thing is coming. It's coming. It's coming. That great thing, the success you're working for. Then when you wake up one day about 40 years old, you say, my God, I've arrived. I'm there. And you don't feel very different from what you always felt.
It's crazy how the whole system is predicated upon this ideology. And it's like everything is built based on not enjoying your life right now. And that, like, and that's linked to, I think, a lot of the reasons why a lot of people aren't happy, because we're constantly getting shown so many things. Buy the next TV, buy the next phone, buy this, buy that, instead of just being where you at.
By expectation. Look at the people who live to retire and put those savings away. And then when they're 65, they don't have any energy left. They're more or less impotent. And they go and rot in an old people's senior citizens community. Because we've simply cheated ourselves the whole way down the line.
Wow. That's such a beautiful idea, man. And it's like I said, but I've said this many times, the ultimate destination of life is death. And you're not living your life to die. You're living to live. So stop waiting for certain moments, events, people, whatever you want to call it, to decide to validate your life and yourself.
We thought of life by analogy with a journey, with a pilgrimage, which had a serious purpose at the end, and the thing was to get to that end, success or whatever it is, or maybe heaven after you're dead. But we missed the point the whole way along. It was a musical thing, and you were supposed to sing or to dance while the music was being played.
Yeah, bro, like, here's an analogy I'll put. If we live in the universe means, uni means one, verse means song. So in the universe, we're all singing this one song at our own frequency, and let the music flow. The universe is flowing. Everything is constantly vibrating and moving. But we're so caught up in trying to stay stagnant and have our lives be a certain way, how we think of in our minds, that we forget to just enjoy life for just being alive. Like, every moment is temporary. This moment right now is never going to come back exactly how it is, exactly on this day, at this time. You know what I'm saying? So that gives this moment a lot of validity and power and a destination. Each moment should be a destination, not just a stepping stone to get rich or to get wherever you're trying to go. Enjoy all of it, because you're going to look back one day and be like, what was I doing? Or why didn't I enjoy those simple little things? When a lot of times they leave our lives, we wait to appreciate them. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna talk y'all head off. This ain't my other channel. But Life is Not a Journey by Alan Watts. I hope y'all enjoyed. I appreciate y'all for watching and listening. I love y'all. We out unlimited. And y'all go tap in with my other channel, link in the description.